All right, now we're going to move into body planes and various sections and cavities. Various sections, not cavities, that's later. So body planes. Why do we care about planes? Planes are divisions of the body into specific views. So we're going to see various views of the body, and that will be our plane. So for instance, if I divide the body into a frontal or coronal plane of view, I'm dividing the body into front and back halves. Why is this important? Have you ever had an x-ray done and they've had you stand facing the x-ray machine or with your back to the x-ray machine? They are taking a frontal plane of view. We do this with MRIs, we do this with CTs. It allows us to clearly see the structures in that field of view. It's a great way to see the ribs. It's a great way to see the sternum, the pelvis. If I have if I'm facing the x-ray machine, it's a great way to see the back half of the spine. It's a very useful field of view. Transverse plane would be cutting the body into top and bottom fields of view. Now, this can only be done with MRI CT scans. It can be done with an x-ray for something like the knee or the elbow, but it involves a lot of setup, a lot of patient positioning. It's awkward. We don't tend to do it. If we need to have a transverse view of the knee, we're typically going to just get an MRI or CT. It's a lot easier. But it's cutting the body into top and bottom fields of view. This allows us to see, again, cross-sections of things like the liver or the pancreas or the stomach. So we have a better idea of, is this tumor or mass or hole? Does it run all the way through? Does it run top to bottom? How does whatever we're looking for, how is it running? Where's it going? Helps us build a 3D image. And same thing with the sagittal plane of view. The sagittal plane of view divides you into right and left halves. If it is purely like I can fold myself in half and the images are identical, this is known as a mid-sagittal plane or median plane. I am divided equally into right and left parts. Parasagittals are if it's offset from the middle. So if I'm looking more towards the left or more towards the right. Here's the thing. We all just tend to refer to them as sagittal fields of view. And again, this can be done with x-rays, CTs, and MRIs. If you've had x-rays done and you've had to stand sideways to the x-ray machine, they're taking a sagittal field of view. Again, it allows us to see and create a 3D image. Anytime we do imaging, we need to be taking two fields of view in order to create that 3D image, because these fields of view are 2D. They are flat. We are not flat. We are 3D creatures. So we need to create a 3D image. How do we do that? We do more than one field of view. And here's some examples of that. All right, let's move into part 2 of this PowerPoint.